Let's verify. If President Trump were to nominate a senator for the Supreme Court, would they be allowed to vote for themselves? Our sources for this are Lawrence Tribe, a constitutional law professor at Harvard Law School, and Donald Ritchie, a former historian in the Senate Historical Office. Basically, there's no law or rule against it, just a bad perception. According to Lawrence Tribe from Harvard Law School, quote, it would violate a centuries-old principle that no one can be a judge in their own case, but there is no constitutional rule against it. When we asked Senate historian Donald Ritchie, he said, quote, there's no prohibition against voting for oneself in either the Senate rules or the Constitution, except for good taste, discretion, and an odor that would inevitably taint the rest of their career. So we can verify, yes, if a senator was nominated, they could vote to confirm themselves. Do you have something you want verified? Email us at verify@WUSA9.com.